See, this place right here, nothing can beat its aura. It's a magical place with mystical trails of boatways and dandelions falling apart on both sides and clearing into meanders of the hilly tea gardens. As you move deeper into the forest, you will come across small pug marks, elephant dumpings, hoof marks, and hear every possible bird call in the wilderness that can reach your ears. So even on your darkest days, the campus has your back. Life here was an amalgamation of cultures, languages, and celebrations. It transcended barriers. I was welcomed here as if I was their own person, as they were mine. Being a day scholar never made me feel detached. And truth be told, I have perhaps slept more on the bus than I have at home. This was home away from home, and I look forward to each new day. Every day here was leg day. Hosteliers will agree with me. You go up, you go down, you run out of breath, you rest, but you never get tired of the campus's beauty. I still remember the first day we had to come to campus for class. No, hold your thought, not the first day of the MSc program. It was after the completion of first semester online that we got to finally attend university in person. That was the day I finally came to appreciate the existence of human society. And that was also the day I made a complete mess of myself. I couldn't differentiate between endocrine and exocrine glands, sat on the last bench, lifted up someone else's bag from the ground floor, and drooled in sleep on the way back home. The reason I so clearly remember all of my first days is because I knew where I went wrong, and I knew what I would have done better. A friend of mine told me that the first step is always the difficult part. I was once in Ma'am Mayberry's office. Cheers for Ma'am Mayberry! Yes, do all this! It was then when she told me this. We are indeed capable of making our own choices, but each of those choices are going to have consequences. Now it shouldn't scare you, but that's the absolute truth. And when you have made those choices for yourself or for the life you have always dreamt of, don't falter. When things go south, accountability is an obligation you must embrace with all your pride. You and you alone should be responsible for your happiness and sorrows. It's upon you to let the ship sail, to embrace the waves. And because somewhere, someday, you let that ship sail, and because you shone through all the adversities yesterday, you have finally reached shore. You are being handsomely rewarded today. Congratulations again for the feat. My journey here at Don Bosco University was profound. It was enlightenment in its best form, and it transformed me for good. I pushed myself harder beyond the limits of my averageness. I worked hard towards my goals, which in turn brought me more luck. And it was with utmost patience and endurance that entitled me to stand before you today. It was the thirst to never settle for less than I deserve. If there's anything we must take away from our student lives, it's to leave a legacy and to leave those with whom we cross paths with a little more happiness and hope. Our time at the university shall not be remembered by grades, popularity, likes, or favorites, but by our relationships, the kind of person we were, and the lives we inspired. The university requires us to carry on our shoulders the task of living up to the expectations and to uphold the values and principles of a Bosconian with just as much grace, nobility, and agility as our seniors once did. These are the legacies, the kind we must leave behind. It's upon our juniors now to carry on this noble cause upon your shoulders and make us your seniors proud. To quote Dylan Thomas, do not go gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at the close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. All you need to do is dream, to believe. Carpe diem. Seize the day, guys. Make your lives extraordinary. Thank you.